Hi, my name is Bruce Turner. I'm currently in the HSC 340 Fall A of 2018 course. My client's name is Mitch. This first portion is going to be the client. Hi there, my name is Mitch. I'm a 34-year-old professional. I am taking this health risk assessment to find out more about myself. Once I took it and I reflected on some of my answers and looked back on some of the stuff that I didn't really realize was affecting me. Some of those areas were the cholesterol and fiber questions that it asked about how much cholesterol and high-fat foods that I was eating. After seeing those answers, I kind of realized that I had a desire to be healthier, and it strengthened a desire that I had that I didn't even know to be a little bit healthier and to make a change. The answer in particular that influenced me the most, like I said before, was the high cholesterol and high fat foods that were in my diet. I'd like to focus on making some modifications now that I've kind of realized these things about myself. I want to make these because I am an endurance athlete and I haven't been performing to my full potential, and I've known that, and I've just been kind of irresponsible about the way that I fuel my body, and I haven't really been paying as much attention as I should. I'm prior military and I work in the industrial sanitization industry now. In my free time I train for events such as Ironman, marathons, and duathlons. My energy levels have been fluctuating wildly during my races, and I think my diet's to blame. Because during my race, depending on what I eat, I have a lot of energy, or I feel like I don't have any at all, and I just can't take another stroke, step, or stride. So I think that making these modifications are going to help me tremendously. I've been doing some online research and talking to friends in particular about the types of, in particular about what they eat in these types of events and how they fuel their bodies, and making some discoveries myself about what I should and shouldn't be eating. I currently eat whatever because I work out so much, and I justify eating whatever I want whenever I want because I work out so much. And I'm finding out that that isn't what I should be doing. I've been considering possibly removing processed foods and sugars, processed carbs, processed sugars, high fatty processed meats, and in the process of thinking about this, I've been trying to figure out how it'll affect my social nightlife. And the time that I have with my family and the meals that I share with them. Am I going to be able to still have a good time with my friends and family while I'm trying to make these modifications? Some of the things that I've done while thinking about this is I've started buying healthier items, and I even went as far as to buy a smoothie blender so that I can make some green smoothies and things like that to start to get more fiber in my diet and take in some more healthy choices. Once I brought this idea up to my wife, she was very supportive and even so enthusiastic that she volunteered to make this leap with me and help me and also help herself. So I think that once I make this change, it's going to help me perform better. I'm going to be more energetic, my energy is going to be more stable, and I'm going to have a closer connection with my family, with my wife participating with me. And at this first step, I think for us the first step is going to be removing all the bad foods or junk food or things that we know aren't good for us in the household. Hi there, Mitch. Thank you for joining me today. I'm so glad that you decided to seek my services as a health coach. Our session today is going to be short, just an initial review of your health risk assessment rather. Looking over your health risk assessment, you're very active and you work a lot. You have a lot going on, so sometimes that makes health choices harder because we're on the go and we want the quick, easy, fast thing to get through to the next task, and I understand that. So we'll go over some stuff to kind of mitigate that. Also, I see that because you're a very healthy person on paper and in person, it's hard to make those minor adjustments sometimes or justify, because like you said, you're very active and you should be able to eat whatever you want, but if you want to perform at that high level, the adjustments that you're identifying are going to definitely put you up at that next level of performance. And it sounds like it's going to bring your family together, and that's also a positive thing. And I really commend you on trying to make adjustments that are going to benefit you personally, and then also tie into your family and help your family be happier and healthier and bring you guys together. Let's see, going over some of your stuff in your health risk. You want to make minor adjustments to your diet. You want to make these minor adjustments in your carbohydrates, your lean meats, and your sugars. So you want to get away from all those processed things. So let me commend you first and foremost for identifying that and knowing that you can make those changes, and that they aren't going to be as difficult as a lot of people might speculate. Already I noticed, according to the trans-theoretical model, which is just a fancy word to identify the stages of readiness that you are, it sounds like you're right in between contemplation and preparation, because you've gone out to look for the information and you've kind of identified that you have some stuff that you want to do, and you've also started to take some steps to start to make that change. You went and got a blender, you've started to have conversations with family and friends and things like that. So I really think that is great, because that tells me that you're already moving in the right direction. Also, without even knowing it, you've informed me of a few processes that are also stages in your life, the processes of change rather. You've displayed consciousness rising, where you've sought out information. You're also doing environmental reevaluations, where you're trying to see if it's going to affect your nightlife, your family life, your performance, things like that. And you're also, seeking out helping relationships without even knowing it. You went to your wife and you found somebody to support you, help you, and even in this case, and in your case, she's going to join you on that journey, and I think that's going to be even more powerful, because you guys will be doing these things together. You also talked about a stimulus control, and you didn't even know it, and you might, but you're removing all of that bad stuff from the house that would influence you to relapse back into something that you don't want to do. With all that, I think the pros and cons of this, the pros far outweigh the cons, because what is the other side of not eating healthy? You're going to get that instant gratification, and it's not going to help you perform better, and it's not going to help you become any healthier or actually get any further in some of your sports and the things that you love. So I think that huge pros are going to be bringing your family together, spending more time with your friends, performing better, feeling better, being more energetic, and just that gratification you get from feeling your body healthier and knowing that you're making the right choices. So, you know what? I think we're moving in the right direction. I want to wrap this up by going over maybe a SMART goal to help you in your endeavors. And I think one of the best things for you to do is, especially with your training and you wanting to get peak performance out of your fueling, I want you to try to eat a complex carb, so like oatmeal. So if you're going to work out in the morning, I want you to have oatmeal, a lean protein if you can, something, and it doesn't even have to be a meat. It could be a plant-based protein. So lean, clean protein, and a natural sugar source. So if you're going to have that oatmeal, maybe a banana for the potassium, the sugars. That'll get your fast energies. The complex carbs will give you your slow, steady release energies. And I think you'll notice a difference in your workouts. So that SMART goal again is going to be to eat a complex carb, a lean meat, and a natural sugar source 30 minutes before an endurance training session. And then afterwards, I need you to journal about it. I need for you to know what your body is performing on best. So I want you to journal that out before you go out for a workout. That way you know how best to fuel your body. And we'll get back to that on the next session, and we'll see how things are going for you. Thanks again for meeting with me and making this commitment in your life, and I think you're going to be very happy.